Today on Drawbli.
Ben is drawing noses.
Click that subscribe button if you're new around here.
And comment below with ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
And if you happen to be painting noses or anything else, you can share them online with the hashtag Drawbli. We'd love to check out some of your art.
We would love it.
So we've been doing some homework assignments, and one thing that I've been trying to practice a lot lately is repetition, trying to do the same thing multiple times. We've done that with a couple other things lately and some upcoming ideas and projects as well. So that was something that I wanted to try here with noses.
Nice.
I think you did noses recently, right?
I did. I started to do noses, but I'm gonna really plunge into them. No, never mind. I think it was a nose picking joke, but it felt really flat. But I will plunge into them on a later date.
Okay.
I've been looking at other things.
Yeah, so I've talked about noses in the past, especially with sculpting, and how I think that they're simple enough that they're pretty simple to do and you can mess them up and it's not too bad, but they're complex enough to where they're difficult. So
yeah.
It's like a good beginner/medium level thing to try to do as best as you can.
Absolutely.
These, I did 7 of them, I think.
Okay.
So just kind of trying out some different ideas, some different techniques. The first few, oh man, I was having a rough time.
Aww.
But they did start to get a lot better as I went forward. And interestingly enough, I'll mention it when it comes up, but the one that I enjoyed the most and the one that was like, I think hands down my best one, was also my fastest one. It was like the fewest brush strokes, the quickest. It just like really came together super quick.
That stroke economy that we all love to see.
Yeah, stroke economy.
There's something about stroke economy that is just so pleasing. I mean, just a piece of art with very clearly fewer brush strokes that's very pleasing to the eye that I need to learn to master.
Well, it's readable, right? It's the opposite of messy. It's clean.
Mm-hmm.
I think things can very easily get messy and get away from the larger concept when you start throwing in lots of little brush strokes. And then for us who aren't maybe super skilled at saving or fixing a lot of that, it gets muddy.
Oh, I like this nose a lot. It's very like impressionistic. I like that.
Oh, so
Yeah,
impressionistic.
I do. I
Ooh,
do.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
So you said that you are going to be tackling noses here soon, maybe in a similar way?
Yeah, I am going to watch the tutorial videos in our homework, in our lessons from Ahmed Al-Duri, because I'm about to come up on the rendering the face parts.
Yeah, you're a little further ahead than me. I need to catch up to
I think
you.
only by one set right now, but yeah, I'll be plunging ahead.
Picking ahead.
Now it's like a meta joke. You can only laugh at it if you know that it was supposed to be a nose picking joke and it didn't work, but we're still gonna try.
Abby, have you ever picked your nose?
No, I never have. What's
Never?
it like? What's it like?
It's great.
Yeah, do you do it often?
All the time, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Why do I never see you do it?
I do it in secret.
That's weird.
I tried to do a little bit of a face here on this one, and I decided that was a mistake. So I didn't do that for any more.
Yeah.
I think I spent like the longest on this one. Ah, man, I don't know. I don't know if it's like a workflow thing. Watching this back is really helpful for me. I've talked about this a lot. Like a thing that I really enjoy about Drawbli is that we're almost getting that like kind of like sports recap view where we're like getting to see our highlight reel of what we did well, what we didn't do so well. And I can use that to say like, oh, I need to do that more in the future, or I need to avoid doing that in the future. One thing that I did with like a lot of these noses is I went in with lines first and just like immediately got super messy. I found that when I used less lines initially and got past that phase faster, I actually had a lot more success. Like trying to plan out too much with line art in the beginning actually was a detriment to me.
That's interesting. I could definitely see that being the case. I really liked when we watched Khan, how do you say his name? Khan?
Can Liu.
Can
I
Liu?
don't know if that's how you say his name.
I like how he does his sketches in bright orange. and
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet.
Flushes out a little bit. Oh, yeah. Sometimes the orange is still like noticeable almost in his pretty much finished work too.
Yes,
it's
it kind
cool.
of acts as a rim light. I have seen that. I didn't know that was the undersketch. That's actually really cool.
Yeah, I watched one of his process videos and that's how I noticed it to be. So I thought that was cool.
It is. One thing I really like doing too is using the splatter brush to just get some like texture in some like variation on my skin. Well, on pretty much everything. You guys will see here soon. We also have gone out and about and tried to do some life paintings lately of some fruit. We went out, or Abby went out and bought what was it, an apple, a lime,
and then
a
what was that
lemon.
mysterious fruit that I bought that you were like, Abby, what is this fruit?
Nobody knows. It could be anything. This is the good nose.
It was a pomegranate. You didn't know what a pomegranate looked like.
I did not, and I still don't. It's still a mystery to me. I'll never know. But this was the nose that was the most successful, in my opinion. But I did this super quick. It was just like 1-2 lines, like top plane of the nose, underside, and then like that whole nose is 4 lines. It's just down, around the nostril, and the lobe of the nose. What is that called? Not the philtrum. That's the middle part.
The lobe of the nose?
The ala. That's what it's called. I remembered.
You got there.
But yeah, I don't know. I still try to play around with colors quite a lot. Here I tried doing some just quick effects and then going back over blending them. What I've actually done recently, and the reason why I did this, is because I'm trying to get more variation in my colors, because I feel like I end up having these really flat, boring colors, and I want more variation in my tones. And what I've done to try to help achieve that is I have, with one of my brushes recently, gone in and added some like hue and saturation variation or variance, so that with each brush stroke it's like ever so slightly different. And it's not a lot, but it's enough to like add some cool variation. So that's what I've been trying to play around with lately with what I'm creating, just to help get me like a little further away from those really flat, boring colors. But yeah, don't you think that nose is like a lot better than all the other ones I've done up to this point?
I actually still like the second one a lot.
Really? The second one's so bad.
Yeah, no, I don't know what it is. No, I like them all. I like I like all of them. Oh, I like the fourth one a lot too. And the first one and the fourth one.
The fourth one and the first one and the fourth one. You are so kind. Wow.
Did I say third? Did I not say third?
You like all of them is what you're just
Yeah, I do. I like all of them. So, yeah, I think that one that you like is really good too.
How do I get better at noses, Abby? What do I need to improve here? Help me out.
Well, let's see. What I like about the fourth one is the dark background and the clean edges, because it really makes things pop. I like how you cleaned up the edges there. I think that was really good. And let's see here. In the second one, maybe your nostrils kind of long there.
You think so?
Yeah, so maybe watch your nostril lengths. But there's so much you do well. I mean, look at the fourth one. Look at all that beautiful like red on the bridge of the nose and across.
I'm not looking for compliments here. I'm looking for how I make my nose gooder.
Sometimes that's about recognizing what you're already doing well, though. Sometimes it's good also to see like, what am I doing badly? But it's also just as important to say, what am I doing well, and how can I continue to incorporate that? Because I've had instances making art where I've made something and been like, wow, that was cool. I love how this turned out. And then I totally forget to keep doing the good thing that I did in that one.
Oh my gosh, you're so right. Gotta keep doing the good things.
Gotta keep doing the good things. So find something you like and keep incorporating that element. But of course, continue to branch out as well.
Do everything all the time.
Celebrate the good things. Celebrate the victories while you try to figure out the things you don't like as much too.
So this whole exercise was predicated on, if you guys remember, the apples that I painted a while ago. I've been trying to incorporate a lot of those techniques here with these noses. With this last nose, something that I tried to do was incorporate a lot of my older techniques. I felt like I was trying to do a lot of new things. And, one thing that I liked to do in the past a lot was create some really crazy, like, dark or bright or vibrant colors, and then I'd use opacity to kind of like fade them out a little. So that's something that I started integrating back in with this final nose.
This final nose is so good already.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of trial and error and just kind of figuring stuff out. In the grand scheme of things, 7 noses is not a lot. Like, I should paint at least 93 more noses, probably. But yeah. There are my noses from first to last.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear that you liked all of them.
I did.
I thought that those first few were very, very bad. I really only liked that let's see, what would that be? 5th one, I think.
I think it was the 5th one, but I like them all.
And that 7th one there. But.
Well, look at what you did with 7 noses. I mean, you say that's not a lot, and you're right. In the grand scheme of things, it's not. Grand scheme of things, it's not. But look at what you were able to do and how much you were able to improve. I think that goes to show, even a little bit of concentrated effort can have amazing results. Good job.
Thank you.
Nice work.
And if you want to see more nice work, click that subscribe button.
And plunge ahead into the comments section with ideas of what we can do to improve as artists.
And if you want to share some noses or anything else online with the hashtag Drawbli, do so over on the Instagram. And this is the part where we say
goodbye.
Goomba. So, you've never picked your nose in your entire life.
I'm trying to think. Nope. My mom always said when I was a baby, she said all the other babies pick their noses, but that Abby, she just doesn't even go near her nose. She's like afraid of it. I have a nose phobia, I guess. I'm afraid of my own nose.
Neat.
Yeah.